Hey, my name is Julius, and I'm going to be demonstrating our end-to-end over-the-top solution today. Now, this is the live linear component of our OTT solution. We have two components. Another one is our online video platform, which is more for video on demand. Of course, the two can be combined, but just for demonstration purposes, we're keeping them separate. So keep in mind that this is the live linear component. Now, what you see over here is the front end to this component. So what we do for all of our customers is we build them a customized branded website where all of their viewers are going to go, where they're going to register for an account, subscribe, and also where they're going to be watching that content. So what you're seeing here is a demo. Obviously, all of this is going to be customized to you in terms of color scheme, in terms of logo that you see. But this is going to be basically a central landing page where people can go to view your content. You'll see down here also we have some sample applications. Actually, if you want to try these out, you can get in touch with us, and we'll provide you with a username and password so you can actually check all of these out, because the system does come with an application component. So not only do we build the customized branded website, we also build branded applications for you on all these different platforms, including Roku, Android, iOS, any types of platforms that you want to reach. Now, viewers are going to be coming on this website, and they're going to have a choice from different kinds of packages. So you can choose to customize your offering however you want. You can provide different pricing points for different tiers of subscription, for different subscription terms, and you're going to see those options represented over here. We're going to click on this bi-monthly plan just to show you what the sign-up form looks like. And what you're going to see over here is you're going to see a bunch of different data fields that you can collect from subscribers. Of course, the most important thing is going to be username and password. Each registrant to this system is going to provide their email address and a password that they're going to use to sign into the website and to sign into any of these different applications that we also develop. Now, below that, we have some additional fields that we collect. Most of these are optional. Some of our customers prefer to collect as little information as possible to make it an easy registration sign-up system, but also you can collect additional information like a physical address, phone number, anything you want to collect on a subscriber you can collect. And our billing and CRM system, which we're going to show you in a second, is going to display that information so you have it available for your use. Now, once they've entered all that information, there's a little button down here that's going to take them to the payment gateway. Now, there's different options for that. A lot of our customers use PayPal because it's an easy process. So this button would just take you to PayPal. You enter your PayPal information as a subscriber, and once that payment is processed, we authorize it and we give you access to your account. The other options are platforms like authorize.net, different merchant providers for credit card integration, which we can also do. So that would be an alternative. You can also provide both as an option for all of your subscribers. We're going to skip the registration process because it's pretty straightforward. So we're going to log in. Click login and watch over here. So every subscriber is going to have an account that they can sign in. So we're going to sign in here into our account. And the first thing you're going to see is you're going to see a list of channels. Now, these are just some sample channels that we're pulling from our satellite head end. Typically, you might have some different types of channels here. You might have some categorization. We can categorize it by country, by comedy, by news, really however you want to do it. So this is kind of a simplified version of it, just for sake of demonstration. But you're going to see all of these different channels here, and we're going to click on one of them just to show you how this looks to a viewer. So you're going to see this player over here, and what's going to be playing at the top is the live broadcast. So this is the real-time live linear channel that viewers can watch. Right below that player, we have what's called our DVR, our cloud DVR system. And what this system does is that it actually archives all of the live linear channels, typically for up to 72 hours, and it creates video-on-demand content from that. So we archive it, we chunk it up into blocks or based on a schedule, and we make that available as VOD, so you can actually navigate below. And viewers can go back, they can watch some content that they missed. If they missed a program, from yesterday at a certain time, they can just navigate through, find that, they click on it. It's just like a video on demand file. They can cycle through it and watch it and catch up on missed content. Now, this is also all available through our applications as well. So on Android, on Roku, this DVR system is also going to make all of this content available to them. I should also mention that the player, all of these players, they're also mobile compatible. So in addition to being able to use the applications, if they're coming from Android or iOS, they don't necessarily have to. They can actually visit this from a Google Chrome on an Android device or Safari on an iOS device, sign in, just through the browser and watch all of these streams, and all of this is still going to be compatible. We scroll up. There's some additional account management features. If we click on the dashboard over here, this is where a user can go manage their account. They can view their transaction history. This is an account. This is my account. I created this through the backend system, so this didn't go through PayPal. But normally, if it goes through PayPal, you'll see an itemized list of all the different transactions that have taken place every time a payment is made. There's a transaction record of it, and that subscriber can access that information. They can click here to update their profile, edit their information. They can update their password over here, which they use to sign into the system. And finally, they can submit a support ticket, which we would integrate with your email. So any of your viewers can contact you through this little sign-up form over here if they have any questions or concerns. Now we're going to migrate over here to the administration panel, and this is where you're actually going to manage all of your content, all of the content that appears on all of these different platforms and devices, and you're also going to manage all of your users through our billing and CRM system. So we're going to click on Sign In over here, and you'll see the first page that we see is some basic statistics about the registration portal, the website itself. Here you can kind of track how many viewers are coming into the website, how many of them are new viewers, how many are recurring viewers, and you can kind of customize your date ranges and how that data is displayed over here. So this gives you kind of an impression of how many people are actually coming to this website. Now on the top left over here, we're going to have our content management system, and this is what's going to let you actually manage which channels appear on the website in all of these different applications. So you're going to see here, this is the process for submission for a channel. And these tend to vary a little bit system to system, depending on the unique requirements of our customers. But this is just an example. So over here, you would enter a channel name. You can upload a logo. You can create a description. You can add a category, a language, any sort of metadata or information you can provide about that channel that's going to be displayed on those different devices and that people can use to search for channels or navigate and browse. Also, you would enter here the HLS URL if you're using a third-party source. Typically, though, our customers are using our CDN for a variety of reasons, so we actually typically help them configure this. Initially, we set these channels up because we do two additional things in addition to setting up that stream. We also provide, as we mentioned earlier, that DVR system. So we're actually grabbing that stream, creating those video on demand files. So we'll help you set that up, of course. And then also we provide security, which is a crucial component to this system, right? Because when subscribers are coming in, they're paying a monthly rate. If your competitors can theoretically steal your streams, that negates the whole value of a system like this, and essentially cripples your ability to monetize that content. So what we do is we enable security. We use token authentication security, so all of your content is safe, that no one can steal it and replicate it on their platform. Now, moving to the next section over here, you have the ability to sort channels. So this is just a simple sorting functionality. So you can just drag and drop channels, move them to whatever position you want. You can use this drop down up here to do that within each category. So you see a list of all the different categories. So very straightforward, just to manage how those channels are shown on the website and all those different applications. The other section over here, very similar. This lets you sort the categories themselves and what order they appear in. So again, a very simple drag and drop management functionality. Now over here, we're going to move on to our customer admin, our CRM system. So this is what's going to let you manage all of the users, all of the subscribers to the system. Now, as we mentioned, there's the primary way that people come through the system is through the website. So they're coming online, they're seeing the list of packages, they're entering their information, they're creating an account, and they're usually paying through a method like PayPal or through credit card. Typically, in that kind of scenario, they almost never have to interact with anyone. They can just go through the automated process, they create their account, they can start signing in, watching content right away. The other option is for you to actually create different user accounts through this backend admin interface. So you can go in here, you can create an account for a customer. The different applications for this vary a little bit. So one particular scenario is if you have customers that are paying primarily in cash. In some parts of the world, you know, some people are uncomfortable with credit cards or don't have credit cards. Well, this is going to let you collect cash. You enter all this information for them, enter the email, enter any other information that you collect. select what type of package you want to provide them access to, and down here, the most important part, you're going to be able to select a date range for which that account is going to be active. So for example, if someone pays you for a year of a subscription in advance, you can set that account to expire exactly a year from now, or a month, or however long they want to pay for. So that's one potential application. Another is some of our customers, they sell the set-top boxes, they sell hardware in conjunction with the subscription, so they bundle those things together. So instead of having them having their customers register on the website, they create an account for them, link it to that set-top box, and sell that as part of the box. Also, of course, if you have staff members that are using this to test, you might want to create an account for them through this system as well. So that's the other application of this. Now we're going to move over here to this View Update Customer Account section, and this is where you're actually going to see all of the customers, all of the viewers, subscribers that are coming into this system, either through that automated registration system or through this admin panel. So you can scroll down, you can see all of the names and email addresses for the system, and you can see whether they've activated their account on a Roku platform, for example. Now, if we can click on one of these accounts, and let's go on this one over here, View Order Details. If we click on this screen, you're going to see a variety of information about this particular account. So you're going to get that user's username, you're going to get that user's password to this system. You can see whether they've signed in from any of these devices, so whether they've used the Roku app, the Android app, the Fire TV app. It's going to show over here that they've registered their account on one of those devices. Also down here you have a payment history, so you can see all of those transactions. So every month that they make a payment, you have a record of it, you know exactly when they've made a payment, and if they've canceled, it shows up over here in the transaction record, and you have a way to cross-reference that with your PayPal or with your authorized.net account. If we scroll down here a little bit, you can see the account details. So this is all the information that we collect: the registration, physical address, phone number. If we need to get in touch with the subscriber, we can collect all of that information so that you have it at your disposal. Down here, you can add a quick memo. So if you have an interaction with this customer, let's say they call in with a question or a billing concern, things like that, what you can do here is you can make a note of it, you can save it to this account, so that in the future, if any of your staff members access it, they have a record that interaction occurred. Finally, down here, you can activate this account, or you can cancel an account manually as well. Now if we scroll back up and move on to the next section, we have a section over here for non-confirmed accounts. So what we do typically is we send anyone that subscribed a verification email, make sure that their email is accurate. If they don't answer that email, they're going to land over here in a sort of limbo, and you're going to see a list of those accounts, so you can either reach out to them or you can verify their account manually so they can finish their registration. Finally, deactivate customer account. This is a little bit different from canceling an account, which you can do directly from a user's page. This actually deletes it permanently from the record. So you typically would only use this if you've made a mistake at registration or for some other reasons, because this is going to delete all of the transaction records and all of the personal information from that account from the database as well. Over here, we're going to move on to the next section, and this is going to actually let you manage different types of discounts. So what we have on the registration page when a subscriber actually signs up, there's a little box that says enter a coupon code. Now what you can do from this backend system is you can actually create custom coupon codes. So we give you a couple of different options for that. So you can, for example, you can give someone a free trial, and you can choose the term of that free trial just by the way that you structure that coupon code. So for example, if you wanted to give someone a month-long free trial, you would put this little prefix 88 in front of your coupon code, and after that you can put any string of text you want. And anyone that uses that coupon code is going to go through that registration process. They're still going to have to provide their payment information, so we're going to verify that they have accurate payment information, but we're not going to start billing them until that period has passed. So if they get a free month, they get a free month, and if they don't cancel during that period, we start billing them for the full term as soon as that free trial expires. The other option is to do a percentage off the total monthly rate, which you can select over here. So you can enter the coupon code in this little box. You can set an expiration date if you wanted to expire at a certain date, and also you have that option of adding that percentage off. Now the nice thing about this is you can track exactly how many times each coupon code gets used. So you're going to see in this column over here, every time someone uses that coupon code, it's going to show up, and you're going to know that they were a successful conversion. So one of the ways that our customers actually use this is if they're using different advertising channels or different resellers, for example, they can provide them with different coupon codes, and they can get a very nice impression of how many people are coming through different channels and actually converting into paid subscribers. Now, if we move on over here, the next section is our billing and reporting section. So this is going to give you an overview of the financial aspect of all of these accounts. And what you can do is here is you can sort by different parameters. So we're just going to extend the date range over here, and we're going to get a full list of all of our most recent accounts over here. And again, we can scroll through them. But what's important over here is you can see the exact status of each account. So there's different statuses depending on how a user comes into the system and how they interact as a subscriber. You'll see over here, these are created by admin accounts, and in red, the date expired on them. So those accounts were created, but they expired. These are active, created by admin accounts, so they still have access to the system. But if we scroll down here, we see this just regular canceled. That means they created their account through PayPal. They were a paying subscriber, but they canceled their account. Not processed means they showed up to PayPal, they registered, through the website, but during that PayPal stage, they either closed out of the window or their payment was unsuccessful for whatever reason. And then you're going to have just regular completed, which means they're active PayPal subscribers that have access to the system. Now, what we can do is we can actually sort by status. So let's say we want to find all of the not processed accounts. Well, we can select that over here. We can press on go, and we're going to get a breakdown of all of the not processed accounts. So these are all people that registered, but they didn't go through the payment stage for whatever reason. So what we might want to do is we might want to reach out to these people, figure out why they didn't subscribe, get in touch with them, and figure out what we can do to convert them into paid subscribers. So this is a really nifty feature for being able to do that. Now, in terms of a bigger contacting more people, we have a button over here that's called download CSV, and what that's going to do is it's actually going to download a file with all of the subscriber information and their status, their contact information. It's going to compile all of that into one big database file that you can use to actually export into different types of software. So let's say you use an emailing client like Constant Contact, MailChimp, Vertical Response. You can use that file, you can export that into that system, and what that's going to let you do is it's going to let you generate mailing lists. So let's say you want to contact all of the not processed accounts at once, or you want to do a newsletter for all of your active subscribers. That's going to let you do that in batch, in bulk, so that you don't have to contact each subscriber individually, and it's going to let you maintain connections between all of your different account types. Now we're going to move over here to the report revenue feature, and this is a demonstration system, so we don't have a ton of accounts that come through the system, so it's not as colorful as it normally would look for a system. But what you're going to see at the top over here, you're going to see a breakdown of all of the different account types, whether they were created through admin, through PayPal, whether they're canceled, and you're going to see the dollar value of all those accounts on the aggregate over a period of time. The second graph, very similar, but instead of dollar value, it's just in raw account numbers. Down here, again, since not a lot of people come through the system, you don't see it here, but normally there's a graph over here where we break down exactly where people come from in terms of what country and how that breaks down between paid accounts and canceled accounts. Down here, you get a line-by-line breakdown of all the different account types, so you can see exactly how many are active subscribers, not processed, total across the entire system. And you can see how much revenue that corresponds to for each of those categories. What's particularly important here is this all active account number, because that's going to tell you exactly how many active subscribers you have to the system, and also how much that corresponds to in terms of total monthly revenue that you should expect. Now if we scroll back up and move over to monthly account report, again, just some additional statistics, and again, it's not very insightful because we don't get a lot of registrations on this demo account, but you will see just a day-by-day breakdown over here of all of your subscribers, and if we scroll down a bit, you can see over here all these different data points, which of course are going to look a little bit nicer when you have more frequent registrations and more registrations on a day-to-day basis. Now, moving over to our last section, we actually have an administrator functionality over here that's going to let you create sub-admin accounts to the system, so you can actually create different users to the administrator account that have different permission levels. So you probably have staff members that are going to be doing some work for you in terms of managing accounts or managing content. You might have some resellers that need the ability to create accounts, but you don't want to give them full access to your system, to all of your subscriber information, and to all of your content. Well, this is what's going to let you do it. So to create an account here, you would just enter a username, a password over here, and then you can actually just select all of these checkboxes next to the specific permissions you want to give someone. So you can give someone the permission to create a customer account or to just manage the channels, for example. And what's going to happen is when they sign into this system, they're going to see just those components, and they're going to see a rinsed out, a cleaned up version of it, where they don't have full access to all of the management features that the top level admin has. And that's it for our system. So we hope this has been informational. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Typically, as we mentioned, this is a demonstration system. We build a lot of these different systems, and they tend to vary from customer to customer based on some unique needs. So if you see anything, or if you have anything that you don't see here that you would like in terms of functionality, there's a good chance we've done it already. And if we haven't, there's also a very good chance that we can implement it for you. So don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions.